All life involves risk. I think we all understand that. And the best that we can do is mitigate that risk, to keep those risks as low as possible. And that's what we've tried to do from the beginning of the pandemic. It's why we have in place safety protocols like asking people to wear masks, properly social distance, and sanitize their hands. However, even with the best laid plans, exposure was inevitable. And this week we've had a church member who has tested positive for coronavirus after exhibiting symptoms earlier in this week. They came to church healthy, but later in the week they developed the symptoms. There's nothing anybody can do about that, but we have initiated our protocols. So as part of that protocol, this Sunday and next Sunday, for the next 14 days, we won't have the nursery or that hallway available. So if you have a child in the nursery or a child in the nursery hallway for Sunday school, we will ask that you keep them with you. I know that's not ideal for some of you as you worship, but it's just what we're going to do now to keep everybody safe. That'll go on until the Sunday before Thanksgiving, when the nursery reopens. Now, it's also raised questions about how we handle this type of thing. So here's our protocol. We ask that every church member, once they receive a positive diagnosis for COVID, if they've been at a worship event, at a small group, at a ministry opportunity here in the church, we ask that you contact the church office or contact me. Once I receive that information, we do a job of contact tracing to determine who might have had heightened exposure to you or to your child. Once we determine that, we contact those persons who might have had heightened exposure and let them know about the positive test. We don't let them know who received the positive test. Then we send out a general church email to everyone, letting them know that we've had an exposure to COVID-19 in the church building. We don't let you know who it was. Now, I've received lots of questions about that, but the reason for that is to respect the privacy of our members, but also to encourage them to share with us their positive diagnosis. We were afraid that if we sent out emails letting everybody know who has tested positive for COVID, some folk might be embarrassed by that and wouldn't share with us and just deal with it privately. We want folk to contact us so that we can properly respond. So we will not divulge the name, but we will send out a general email. We'll also, if the exposure is in a ministry area, such as Sunday school or nursery or youth ministry, we will shut down those ministries for 14 days. That's why we've shut down the nursery hall for the next 14 days. We also will ask that folk continue to practice social distancing, wear their mask, and do those kind of responsible things to protect everybody as much as possible. And finally, our protocol ends in the same way I end everything. If you feel unsafe, if you're at heightened risk, we have lots of opportunities for you to worship or be engaged in ministry without that heightened risk. We have drive-in church every Sunday morning at 8:45. We have live stream worship at 11. And as someone reminded me today, we're going to make the chapel available for 11 o'clock service in case someone wants to come to church at that time, but not be in the midst of a sanctuary that is fairly full. You see, we just want to keep you safe, and we're doing the best we can. And we thank you for your patience and understanding. Now, a reminder, the nursery won't be available again until the Sunday before Thanksgiving, and we'll keep you updated as things play out. During this whole pandemic, I've asked you one thing and one thing only, to be flexible. And as the numbers in Tate County go up and as things get a little uncertain again, be ready to adjust. I don't know what the next few weeks are going to look like or the next month, but I know this. We'll figure out a way to worship together and give honor and glory to God while mitigating as many risks as possible. Thank you, and God bless.